record the session. Okay, session is being recorded. Alright, guys. So we have another Zoom session, you know, as we do every week, guys. First want to start out by last week was a great week, you know. I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed that like decent money was made, even though like one thing I want to tell you guys is that you don't need to trade every single day, you know. Like, in fact, trading every day is actually a trap because you could make money on Monday, blow it on Tuesday, make money again on Wednesday, then blow it on Thursday. You check what I mean? Whereas if you make money Monday and you relax until Wednesday, you know, then you're fine, you know, because not like every single day you're going to make money. That's one thing about me, guys. Like, I don't trade every day because I know that, like, let's say if I make 3K on Monday, I'm like, okay, I'm going to relax for Monday and Tuesday, withdraw that, and then go again on Wednesday. You see stuff like that, things like that, guys. Like last week, let me just double check. Last week, September 16. Wait, let me just double check, guys. I'm sorry for the delay. Yeah, Thursday. Out of the whole week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, only Thursday gave us a good setup, you know. And the market is like that, guys. Once you understand that, and that's when you will shift and you will develop as a trader, you know. So I'm trying to show the screen now. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? Can you guys see the charts? Can you see the charts? I just want to disable annotations for everyone. I want to minimize the screen. Okay, you can see the charts. Perfect. Let me just delete all of this. Sorry. Hey. So I just want to break down, first things first, I want to break down last week's trade. The one that made everyone money, right? I just want to break that trade down. Let me first, if I'm not as prepared today, I do apologize. I'm looking at the analysis on my phone. I just want to see where that entry was. It was on H4. No, it was 1 hour time frame. But it was on the triple bottom, 1, 2. Okay, the entry was here. This was our entry. The thing is huge. This was our entry, guys. I just want to break it down, right? First things first, before we do the market breakdown and everything, I want to break down that trade. Guys. So basically how I caught that, disable this thing, how I saw that trade, guys, that was like a really simple setup, you know. So obviously on the daily time frame at the time, I didn't really see much, you know. So I was actually looking at it from the H4 time frame. And like you guys, I'm sure everybody from last week's session knew that I was looking at this zone over here. I had drawn in. Okay, let me put my phone down. I had drawn in this zone over here, right? Let me just zoom in. I didn't start it from there. So guys, if you go and check the Zoom session from last week Sunday, I had this zone drawn in, right? And I was anticipating these touches on the support level. You check this low here, right? So that's where I started my zone. You check this trade was actually caught strictly like off pure support and resistance. Others call it supply and demand. Some others call it liquidity in order. I don't know, ICT, right? I just know the basics. Like, I don't want to complicate things. I make money from the basic setups, right? So guys, okay, let's get straight into it, right? So I had this zone in, right? And I drew it from this previous low, right? So now let me go into H1. So with that zone being drawn in, right, you can see that this low, that was our first low. Here was our second low, right? So after seeing that right over here, right after seeing that our second touch, I was like, okay, this is a strong zone, you know, because we had a first touch, second touch, you know, so it's a double bottom now. I was anticipating the triple bottom and then the fourth touch, you know. These all happened like Yeah, I missed this one. This one happened the day before. This one happened on Wednesday, 15th September, but I missed that, right? So basically, I opened my charts and I saw price around somewhere here. But let me not jump into that. Let me first draw my trend line that I saw, guys. I saw a downward trend line, right? Now I want to cut the wicks. Saw a downward trend line, guys, and I literally saw the sell happen, right? So right after seeing the sell happen on Thursday around 12 and everything, I was like, okay, I know that we have this zone over here. So the market is most likely to retrace back down to the zone over here, right? And I know that this zone is like a strong zone. You know, it's an area with a lot of sensitivity. You know, once the market hits this zone, it bounces off. You know, so I was like, okay, remember this is our entry point. So let me just delete all this. Yeah, that's our entry point, guys. So literally, I saw US 30 come touch our zone, right? And you can see that we actually had a strong wick rejection, you know, and straight after the wick rejection, I gave out that buy and I also entered buys. Just that now lately I don't post my blue screens and I hide my withdrawals and everything just for safety reasons. Everybody knows what's happening with traders, right? So right after that wick rejection, I first actually watched this on the M15 time frame, right? I wanted to see it properly on the M15. After seeing the wick rejection, I waited for a bullish candlestick on the M15, saw that bullish candlestick, and then I entered, you know. So as you can, we actually closed somewhere around here when I started seeing it to retrace, because I do understand, I do know that a lot of people are like emotion, like they have like, you know, emotions, right? A lot of you guys like, you know, still battle to control your emotions and everything, right? But there are people who actually held this thing. Like you can see this wick rejection, right? It retrace back down, and US 30 indices usually do that to take out the weak traders, you know. But overall, you can see that US 30 actually would have came close to our targets. I do remember having this as my target right over here. As you can see, the US 30 did come close to our targets and then shut down, guys. So that was literally, it was a simple foot touch of the zone, right? So yeah, do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand why that trade was taken? I'm sure most of you guys realize that I give a breakdown of a pair before I send it out, you know, and I tell you guys what I'm waiting for, why I'm entering, you know, why you guys should enter, because this so and so happened, all that stuff. So do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand why the US 30 trade was taken? Yes, you do understand, right? Proper solid 0.01 position was running at 1,000. Was running at 1,000 rand running profits. It's just one single 0.01 from this movement. Yes, you understand. It's proper, you know. So now let's look at US 30 for this week, right? So obviously, let me move my phone to disturb. So first things first, I always start my analysis on the daily time frame, right? So let me show you guys how I look at the markets, right? I'm sure everybody knows by this point because I do this weekly, right? So you guys do know that we had this upward trend line, but it was intersected, so that's why I don't have it drawn in anymore. But just basics, right? So I do see that, okay, we had this trend line, it was intersected here, I got a breakout retest, right? And usually, guys, this is basic structure. We usually want to plot in our lows, right? Because the lows after breakout, the lows is like an area where the market is likely to reverse, you know, short-term reversal before carrying and before carrying like with the breakouts, you know. So what I mean by that is that you can see this is a breakout point, right? This is a breakout point where the market US 30 broke our trend line, retested, came back down, touched this low over here, right? So like I said, each low, guys, this is in the breakouts strategy PDF. Each low is like an area of reversal, short-term reversal though. because the market, at the end of the day, the market is going to break that low if the overall trend was broken. Right, so you can see that this upward trend was broken, this uptrend was broken, right? Retest, came back down. Yes, we can see we did have, this is the reversal I'm talking about. You can see that once we got to this low, there was reversal. People catching buys, catching buys, catching buys, but you don't want to hold those buys for too long, straight after a breakout, because remember, a breakout is an indication that the trend has come to an end, right? So we can expect a reversal. We can expect a downtrend now, right? So as you can see, so this, see, as I was saying, the low, right? Short-term buys, you can see now that the zone has now been broken completely, right? Buys are no longer valid at this zone. The next zone where we can expect buys is this low over here, right? Over here, we will see properly on H4. Let me actually have a look. Now, definitely a bit lower right here, right? So now everybody is probably wondering, okay, what do you do? What do you do in this type of situation, right? So what I usually tend to do is I don't really like to focus on one low, right? I like to look at the overall picture. So in these type of situations, I'll zoom out. Maybe there's another low that's just below, you know? So as you can see, after zooming out, this is what I see. Let me just draw it in and I'll explain it later. Explain it after it being drawn in. So I can see that there's some sort of starts here. So as you guys can see that we have this, I've drawn in the zone, right? Because this is the next area of value, right? So you can see that once resisted, broke out, supported, came back down to support, supports again, support, broke, resisted, short-term sell, broke out, supported a little bit, but eventually broke down. Broke. This is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, supported. You check, you can see, and right now we're sitting again on the zone. Let me just zoom out so you guys can see that this zone is actually the next powerful zone, you know, a zone of value on USDT. Just draw it in like that. So we can see that right now USDT is sitting on the zone, but you can't just jump into the trade. Remember, this is H4 time frame. You can't just jump into this trade for buys yet. No, we need to wait for reversal, guys. We need to wait for some sort of wick rejection. And because now we're looking at it, and because now we're looking at this from the H4 time frame, we want to wait for a proper closure of the 4-hour candlestick, 4-hour candle, right? Let me have a look at H1. Even H1 is still very, very bearish, you know. But in this trade, I'll want a strong wick rejection on H4 to catch those short-term buys again, right? So that I'm currently looking at USDT. Have a close eye on USDT right now. You can see it's sitting on the zone. You can literally see what happened every time the market touched the zone. The market reacted off the zone. So now we're anticipating another move. I'm anticipating for buys, but we do need confirmation. We need to see some sort of reversal, right? So I can actually put my target in. Let's say entry points around there, and TP like a high over here. I'm sure there's some high. There's some. You just do it properly. TP here, be right there. Right there, right? But we just need to wait for solid reversal. So do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand? Let me just open the chat. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we understand. Okay, proper. Perfect. Yeah, guys, like there's no need to complicate things, guys. Like you see that UK, you can see that the market is on the zone. You can see that price is on the zone. Be patient. Wait for that rejection. Wait for that reversal. And enter. You know, you don't want to, because what USDT can do right now is that it can actually trap all the people who I wouldn't say small-minded, but those people who like to jump into trades early. People are going to probably buy USDT at market open midnight. I'm not saying it's wrong, but small accounts, they're going to feel it because USDT could just wick down. We could get a strong wick rejection down and then close above the zone, stuff like that. So let's just be patient, wait for that wick rejection, wait for that reversal candlestick, and yeah, I proper, the vibes, the vibes. So right now, the structure of US30 is more of support, is more of support and resistance, because you can see that our trend line is pretty far, So yeah, that's US30. Let me go on to NAS. Let me go on to NAS, guys. So let's go into daily time frame. This one I do every single week, right? But guys, remember, we use trend lines, right? So start analysis on the daily time frame. Clear picture. I say this every week, so I'm sure right now it's drilled in everyone's head. So let me just do this quick. Draw in our structure. Draw in our trend lines on our obvious lows and highs. So you can see we have a first touch, second touch, third touch. And as I said, guys, we're going to get that drop. So you can see that NAS is dropping, right? So now we can see that we do have more lows here that we can draw in, right? So we have something like this, right? So right now we're out of lows, we can see this low here, but we can't really connect the trend line, right? So this low is most likely to be used as a support zone, right? So let's just zoom out so you can see that here we actually have a first touch, second touch. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows what we're anticipating. Third touch. So go to the upside, but you can see that current market price is extremely far from this trend line. So we need to dig deeper into the market, right? So I'll be like, okay, let me just draw this in for understanding. Draw this zone. You can see that we supported, broke out, retest, came back down, retested again, came back down, retraced back up, and then after that, shot all the way down, right? But we can see that we have this low over here. Let me draw it in. So it's simple, this thing, guys. Drawn in plotted my analysis, done my analysis. So textbook setup, clearly waiting for a double bottom pattern. You can see that we have our first bottom, and now here waiting for a second bottom. What am I going to look for? I'm going to wait for strong wick rejection or reversal candlestick or any sign of bullish movement or any sign of reversal, So that's NAS, and we're only on the H4 4-hour time frame, guys. You see the power, like it's the importance of studying analysis on the bigger time frame. Let me just draw it down proper. Let me go to H1. Let's look at it in H1. Yep, you can see this zone here. There's a lot of sensitivity here, so we can anticipate that this exact same sensitivity to happen over here. So are you guys understanding the NAS setup? Let me see. Yeah, it is. Let me see here. See, like trend lines right now. The market lately, guys, has been just moving in support and resistance, supply and demand, So let me just look at the chat. Head and shoulders pattern on Nasdaq daily time frame. Let me just double check. Let me see. Let me just confirm. Yeah, you can say this is the neckline, but it's not now. No, I see what you're saying. Like this is the head, but then where's the left shoulder? Check. Like, yeah, you can say this is the right shoulder, but where's the left shoulder? So nah, I disagree with that. I'm just looking at this as a straight up double bottom pattern, straight up double bottom pattern, simple double bottom pattern that is most likely to form. So do you guys understand? I'm looking at the chat. So to make sure everybody is on the same page before I'll move further. Just leave a yes if you're understanding, or no if you Proper, yes, sir. Like, guys, simplicity is key, to be honest. Simplicity is key. Simplicity is key. Like, I mean, how could you? I'm not saying this is perfect, but using our strategy and the way we look at the market, and I've been looking at the market for years, these type of setups are most likely to happen. I don't want to say they definitely to happen. They definitely going to happen because there are times where I wait for like a double bottom like this and it just breaks past, but we're not wrong there. It's just the market doing its thing, the vibes, okay, proper. The vibes. So we did US 30, did Nasdaq. Let's look at German 30. Right, so this one, similar to Nasdaq, delete everything, right, guys? So let me break it down again. For a proper beginner, you can see that we do have our lows, 1, 2. So, like, guys, all you need to do is spend time on the charts. Once you spend time on the charts, you can literally see trends without even drawing in your trend line. Like, it's crazy. You just need to put in the chart time, guys. So first touch, second touch. So obviously waiting for the third touch. My drawing is bad. Third touch to go up, right? But you can see that current market price is extremely far from this trend line, and we can see that we have a lot of sensitivity here, a lot of sensitivity. So that, like, guys, once you understand candlesticks, you can literally just see things with the naked eye. Like, I can see that there's a lot of sensitivity here. This wick, okay, possible double bottom. Another wick here, okay, triple bottom. Another wick here, So that's like, this is our fourth touch. We can anticipate by, like, guys, all you need to do is spend time on the charts. All right, so let me just go down to H4. H4, zoom out, guys. Remember, it's important to zoom out. Important to zoom out. So H4, can't really draw in trend lines, as you can see. This is already happened, breakout retest. It's not valuable, pretty much useless. So what will I look at? As I said, that I can see that there's something here. There's something. So I'm going to draw this in, plot this in. Like, guys, it's important to please make sure you go through that candlestick book, guys. Once you understand, I don't understand how can you be trading if you don't understand candles, because candles literally tell us what to do, right? So if you feel like you're struggling to understand candles, you need to go through that candlestick Bible, right? Like, there is no other way to go about it. Like, you need to read that candlestick Bible, write notes, guys. Trust me, once you understand how candles work, guys, it's pretty much uphill from there. A lot of people know how to analyze, but what's everybody's biggest problem is execution, when to enter. You need to read candlesticks, but let me not drive on about that. So like I said, guys, there's something. I did say that there's a zone here. As you can see, we have a low here. Another one, double bottom pattern, would have entered buys, shot up. You see, simple setup. Third bottom here, would have entered buys, shot up. You can see, we made decent money. Exact same. Fourth touch, right? We are sitting on the zone again, and you can actually see that German 30 has actually started to shoot up, right? Let me just try drawing a trend line. See, yeah, this it's too far from current market price, so I just get rid of it, right? You can also see that there's something here, nothing in the past, so this is just recent. Draw this in. Excuse me, right? So what is German 30 telling me? Yeah, you can see that our bullish move has actually started. You can see that our bullish move, this is a third touch. Straight after this candlestick, guys, literally straight after this strong candlestick, would have executed buys. So that candlestick there would have entered buys here. Straight after this candlestick formed, would have entered buys. Around there, you can see, would have played a little bit down, sat on the entry point for a while. Remember, guys, the market won't go straight into profits, So you can see that overall shot up, Our take profit would have been this previous high over here, over there, would have been here, right? So let me see. Yeah, shut up, guys. Would have shut up. Short-term retracements to take out the weak traders, you know. But if you genuinely know how to hold trades, guys, your take profit would have been smashed, you know. And it's not like it's wrong. Like, not everybody knows how to hold trade. Even me, like, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm a Forex guru or something. Like, also me, I probably would have closed around somewhere here. I would have been like, okay, it's fine. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk this much of profits to make this much more. You know, like I'm already halfway through the trade. I'll be settled. I'll be happy. You know, probably close a few, maybe leave one or two running, but overall I'll close most of them. You know, but just showing you guys that it's the simple setups that make you money. You can see, boom, wick rejection, shut up. See, simple setups, guys. You don't need to complicate it. Same here. You can see that this high, before even this happened, we'll look at this high. Be like, okay, we have a high here. You know, let's see how the market reacts. Let's see how the market will react when it retraces back to here. Boom, strong wick rejection. Entered cells would have played around a lot and eventually shut down. You know, again, be like, okay, we have two touches. Let's wait for the third touch. Let's wait for the triple top. Boom, wick rejection. Enter cells literally over. So that candlestick, so it enter around here, and you can see that it actually shot down, guys. So it's literally the simple setups, guys. It's really the simple setups, you know. And I'm not saying that these setups are guaranteed to make you money. You know, you could have entered this sell here, and the market just shoots up, and that's normal, guys. You did nothing wrong, you know. Like once you become a mature trader, you understand that the market won't always respect your analysis. You know, um it's okay for the market to break your analysis, not break your analysis, sorry, go against your analysis. Right. So right now I am expecting German data to actually go up. Remember the support zone that I drew in. And it's still pretty much this is the candlestick. This is a confirmation candle, right? But I'll honestly prefer to retrace a bit down. So around possibly halfway through the candle, like here, before entering, right? But if you have a big account, you can enter German dirty, right? So are you guys understanding? Did you guys understand that? Leave it in the chats. I'm looking at the chat, so yeah. I just want to take a video of this. So just leave what you think in the chat. Vibes, online session, everyone understanding proper, understood, so proper, you know the vibes. Online session, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Yes, sir, sorted. So guys, literally the simplest setups. Right now we have 8 minutes left. So let me just dig deep into the analysis. I want to have quite a lot of pairs left. Right, so I'm literally going to rush now, but the session will be saved so you guys can then rewatch it. So you can see that here. I do see this high over here, and I see another one. So see two highs connected trend line, 1, 2, 3. Can see, and fourth over there, we can see we got a breakout. So what I'm gonna wait for, retest. I'm gonna rush now, guys, just to get all of this into the session. So you can see first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, right? And we were anticipating a fifth touch, but the market broke out, right? You can actually see that CADCHF did actually give us our first retest. You can see broke out, came back down, retraced to the trend line, and this previous high over here. Right, strong wick rejection. After this candlestick, would enter buys right over here, and you can see what it made decent money. Right, so right now we're actually currently on the second retest. Right, just waiting for CADCHF to come a bit down, a bit lower. Just want to see it wick off the zone again properly. As you can see, this isn't really just like it isn't much confirmation, because it didn't really touch it properly. I wanted to come down. I wanted to like come down, sit over here, or even touch our trend line again. So let's just keep a close eye on CADCHF, guys. CADCHF. Next one, GBP USD. We have 7 minutes left. GBP USD, guys, daily time frame, looking at it on the daily. You can see that there isn't really much. Want to go down to H4. I'm not going to delete the analysis just for sake of saving time. So you can pretty much see GBP USD. I have plotted in my zones. You can see that this resistance level here, right? And I have plotted in the support zone over here. Right? So you can pretty much see that this is a zone, an area of value, a lot of sensitivity. Every time the market came to this zone, it reacted, So you can see the resisted, broke out support again. So now looking at it, you can see that it's still pretty much bearish, but I am anticipating for it to actually reject, right? So waiting for like a strong wick rejection, waiting for a reversal here, right? And this is the H4 time frame, right? You pretty much see on H1, it's still pretty bearish on H1, waiting for that strong wick rejection, and then we can go in for buys. I do apologize for rushing, guys. Which one is this one? This is Euro USD. Same thing on Euro USD, similar to not this Forex thing, similar to GBP USD. You can see I've drawn in my zones, right? However, I doubt that Euro USD is going to respect this zone over here, because you can see that the current momentum is extremely strong. We have no wick rejection of this zone yet. However, I'm waiting for it to come break all the way down to this zone, right, to this low, to anticipate, guys, to catch the buys, guys. So let me just leave this on the screen for you guys to see, screenshot, whatever. But you can see that this the momentum is too strong, and we have no sign of reversal on this zone over here. Nothing yet. So what's next? I think that's all of the, last one. If you pay careful attention, you'll actually realize that the market this week, we have similar setups, all the pairs are pretty much similar. They were all falling. Same thing on NZD USD. You can see I drew in my downward trend line, right? And we are sitting on this low over here, right? So I am waiting for proper H4 reversal. I want to zoom this in properly. Yeah, you can see I am waiting for proper H4 reversal to catch buys, right? 4 minutes left. So yeah, but you can actually pretty much see on H1 we actually have gotten our reversal, and we can see some sort of bullish movement, right? But I want to wait for a strong confirmation. Yeah, you pretty much see daily time frame. The daily candle is still, it's extremely bearish, So you want to wait on this one, guys. So yeah, that's our Zoom session today. I'm gonna unmute everyone's mic. Let me just speaker MacBook Air. Okay, everyone can unmute. How do I? Okay, let me just save the session.